To all my subscribers out there, Arsenal TV has a brand new branding and I hope you all like it. Hello to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for Arsenal versus Sheffield United, which is tomorrow at the Emirates Stadium at 3 o'clock kickoff. Now, what do we know about Arsenal at the moment? Well, Arsenal are currently 10th on the Premier League table with 6 wins, 10 draws and 6 losses. Now, since Mikel Arteta has taken over as our new head coach, I've noticed that our performance levels have changed over the course since he's been here. We're playing with more intensity, we're playing with more high energy, and all the players are playing for each other, and which is nice to see. Now, Mikel Arteta, even though he's been at Arsenal for a while now, out of the games he's played, he's only won 2 games out of a possible 5. And it's not bad, but it's an early progress. And I think that Arsenal, we do need to give Mikel Arteta time. But most of all, the Arsenal board need to back him in this transfer window. As we know that we've been linked with a lot of players and there hasn't really been no ins coming in. It's mainly going outs at the moment. Now, last time out in the Premier League, Arsenal played against Crystal Palace away from home and we picked up a 2-2 draw. Now, with that game, I don't know whether it's 2 points dropped or if it's a point gained, because the opening 20 minutes, I thought we played really, really well. And obviously the last 20 minutes of that game, it was a bit, ropey at times, but I thought we played okay. We done all right. In that match, we saw Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang getting a red card, which got overturned by VAR, and rightly so. It was a red card in my opinion. I reckon I know Aubameyang didn't have any intention on, breaking the player's leg or causing any injury. It was just the timing was late. That's all it was. The timing was late. But what bothers me the most is that VAR is not consistent. They overruled it and gave the red card to Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but yet for the Tottenham and Liverpool game, Robertson didn't get a red card for that late tackle that he made. So I think that's what VAR needs to do. They need to be more consistent. If it's good for one, it should be good for the other. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang will be missing this game and our next 2 games. He'll be back after the Bournemouth game after the FA Cup. So yeah, Aubameyang will be a massive miss. I think we shouldn't have any problems, hopefully, in getting the job done in this game. But this will be a difficult test for Mikel Arteta in this game against Sheffield United. But we have to go with it. So, in terms of Arsenal's team news at the moment, Lucas Torreira has got a muscle injury that he picked up during the Crystal Palace game. As we know, he got taken off at half time, and I think that he has been ruled out for this game. Hector Bellerin is still a doubt to be playing in this game. He doesn't still look to be 100% at the moment. I don't know when we're going to see Bellerin play, but at the moment, the way Ainsley Maitland-Niles is playing, it's going to be very, very tough for him to get into the first team. Sead Kolasinac. Now, as we know that Kolasinac might have picked up a little knock during that Crystal Palace game, but no news whether if he is injured or not. But can Arteta inspire the Gunners to victory? Can he inspire us to go and get the win under the circumstances with us losing our best defensive midfielder, losing one of our best strikers, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang? Can he inspire Arsenal with the players that he's got to go and get a win, to get a victory? Let's wait and see. In terms of Sheffield United, what do we know? Well, Sheffield United are currently sitting 6th in the Premier League table with 8 wins, 8 draws and 6 losses at the moment. Now, Sheffield United are currently 4 points ahead of Arsenal, and they are at a point where they are looking that they could end up getting Europa League next season for the very first time. Their manager, Chris Wilder, He's been absolutely phenomenal for the club. He's made some great special achievements in getting Sheffield United back into the Premier League. I believe the last time they was in the Premier League was back in 2006. So it's been such a long time. But since he's come in, he's made an absolute phenomenal change to the club. How he moves the team around in like set pieces and, you know, when they're pressing and everything else, the way he moves the players around is absolutely phenomenal. And, you know, the demands he puts onto the players every game, what the demands, what he wants from his players, how well drilled that the players are under him. Now, I know the way that they've been drilled under him and the coaching staff at Sheffield United. Sheffield United are going to be very, very difficult to break down in terms of, you know, trying to get into their channels and trying to get shots on target or even put goals past them. It's going to be very, very difficult to break them down. So guys, with that said, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup for this game. I'm going to go with a 4-2-3-1, pretty plain and simple. So starting off in goal, and that is Bernd Leno. Pretty plain and simple. Against Crystal Palace, he didn't really have that much to do. Crystal Palace hardly put a threat to him. But let's see how he plays in this game. So I'm going to go with Bernd Leno. We're going to go to the defensive area, the flat four. First off, at right back, I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Against Crystal Palace, I thought he dealt with Wilfried Zaha very, very well, considering he's not a fullback. But he dealt with him absolutely brilliantly. And he got forward when needed to. You know, he had the likes of Pepe and Torreira helping him when he needed it. But I actually thought he played pretty well against Crystal Palace. So I've got no reason to take him out. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing at left back, I'm going to go with Sead Kolasinac. As I said before, I think he picked up a knock during the Crystal Palace game. And there has been no news whether or not, you know, if he's got the injury or not. So I'm going to stick him in there for now. We're going to go to the two centre-backs. First off, I'm going to go with Socrates. I thought Socrates had a good game against Crystal Palace. I thought maybe he could have done a bit better. But I've got no problem with Socrates at the moment, so that's what I'm going to go with. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with David Luiz. Against Crystal Palace, I thought he played a really, really good game up until the point where the ball got deflected off of him and it went into the goal by Jordan Ayew. But apart from that, I thought David Luiz has played well. Under Mikel Arteta, he's been absolutely brilliant so far. So I've got no problems to take him out. So I'm going to go with David Luiz. We're going to go to the midfield pivot. First off, I'm going to go with Matteo Guendouzi. I know it's not ideal. I would have preferred Torreira there. But I think this is the point where Guendouzi will get chances, is if Torreira or Xhaka gets injured. But that's what I'm going to go with, Matteo Guendouzi. Playing alongside him, I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. Against Crystal Palace, I actually thought he had a solid performance. He played pretty well, kept the midfield ticking. Even when Torreira went off, I thought he still kept the midfield ticking over. And I thought he put in a decent performance. So I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. We're going to go to the attacking area, the three that sit in front. First off, out on the right, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. I thought Nicolas Pepe had a good game. He didn't do too bad. But I think we will see the best of Nicolas Pepe in time. And I'm hoping this will be a nice time for him to get a goal at home as well. So I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. Playing out onto that left-hand side, I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. I think Martinelli deserves a chance. And I think this is the greatest opportunity for him now to shine in the Premier League. Now Aubameyang has been suspended. So these 3 games that Martinelli is going to be playing in, this is your opportunity to shine. And I've got no doubt that he will shine. So I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. Playing in that number 10 role, I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. He was a bit quiet against Crystal Palace. Didn't create a lot of chances, but he worked very hard in terms of tracking back. He done absolutely brilliant. He wasn't the best, but it wasn't like as if it was a 10 out of 10 performance. But he did okay. But that's what I'm going to go with, Mesut Ozil. Playing up front as a leading striker is going to be Alexandre Lacazette. Now, I don't know if Lacazette has been suspended for this game. Nothing has been said at the moment. But Lacazette, this is your chance. This is your chance to shine and to get your golden boot touches and get a goal. Because we need the goals to come from somewhere now. Aubameyang is not playing. And I've got no doubt that Lacazette will. But you can't fault his work rate. His work rate is absolutely brilliant. People would say sell him. Personally, for me, I wouldn't sell Lacazette because at the moment, he's very vital to our team. Not in all aspects, he is very vital. I know he hasn't scored the goal just yet, but it's his work rate, his link-up play. Those type of things are vital to our team at the moment. And I've got no problem with Lacazette. I think Lacazette will score a goal in time. And I'm hoping it'll be at home against Sheffield United. So guys, that has been my preview. That has been my predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments box, as always, do you agree or do you disagree? If not, what you would keep, what you would change, and let me know of your 1 to 11. Guys, my predicted score for this game is going to be very difficult, as I said. And I think Sheffield United will be very difficult to break down. I'm going to take an Arsenal 2-1. I think it'll be a very, very tight game. But as I said, it'll be very, very difficult. Guys, if you are new around here and you are new to Arsenal TV, please make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Making sure you're hitting that notification bell so you do not miss another upload. Making sure you are hitting that like button, which is very, very important. And make sure you are leaving your comments below. Guys, until my players' ratings after the game, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.